Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger. I've been looking at this puzzle a little bit. It seems like the most obvious thing to do is to make these go away, is to have this guy and this guy kill each other, which isn't necessarily easy, but what I was imagining is if I push this statue down, imagine I had this guy chasing me and I had just stepped over a piece of glass and stepped down here, so he'd no longer have a path to me, so he'd be waiting here, and then if I push this to the left, this guy goes up and this guy comes down and they kill each other. That's what I'm envisioning. In order to set that up, I have to do a bit of moving things around, and so I think I need to cut this guy off for a while before I get ready to do that. So I'm going to begin by just cutting this guy off a ways away. And then, oh, that's my only hole, though. Oh, I can make another hole over here, though. It's fine. So I want to push this down. I want this to become where my piece of glass is going to be. And then I'm going to step over it, hopefully at the right moment, and everything's going to work. And I just need a piece of flooring to get this guy chasing me again. So let's see if this works. So I wait until he's right next to me. I step off, he's right there. The larva's currently facing up, so I need to wait a tick so that he'll be... Do I want him facing up already? Actually, I guess I want him facing up already. And then if I push the statue out of the way, they'll both go there? Yeah! Alright, cool. I came up with an idea and it worked. Let's go to basement 140. Oh, I did not remember that we were coming up on one of these so soon. What a nice surprise. Interesting, listen to this music. It sounds regal, which makes me think that perhaps Lily's father is coming back for her or something. Let's see. This feels like overkill. You really haven't worn makeup in ages, have you? All we're doing is a small touch-up. And this dress? Just small touch-up as well? Your closet was a crime against humanity. We just brought it back to the current century. The only thing I'll be catching in this is a cold. Enough talk. Let's have a look. Alright, makeup. That's, Gray's friend, whose name escapes me right now. What do you think? Marvelous! What's your verdict, Your Highness? Okay, she called Lily Her Highness. Oh. Go get them. When did you learn such language? Date start. Uh-oh. It's Gray's date with the divorced dad. I understand now. Okay. Not at all what I thought was going on. It's just a continuation of this part of the story. Am I at the right table? And I guess we're at some bistro. There's a menu. And here's this guy. Well, even if it was the wrong one, I certainly wouldn't mind. It's got a good opening line. Or at least I thought so. Perhaps she didn't. Sorry, I couldn't resist. One-liners like that really aren't my thing. You must be Gray, right? Pleased to finally meet you. And I like how this is taking place like first person from Gray's point of view. It seems like a number of these cutscenes are done as little mini-games of other game genres. We had like an RPG fight scene, we had a dance game, and now like, I don't know a lot about them, but I guess there's like dating games that are like this or whatever. And we're probably gonna get like choices of 2 things to say or something. Likewise, Daniel. Just Dan will do. Would you like to have anything to drink? Just water, thank you. You sure? Am I that nervous? It's fine, really. I approve of water. What did Freya say again? Freya, that was her name. And her daughter was Sonia, I think. What to talk about during the first date? Don't worry about it. Dan is a really laid-back guy. Just be yourself, and I'm sure you two will hit it off in no time. Thanks for nothing. Quick, think of something to say. Alright, sure enough, I got 2 choices and I have time. Talk about the weather, talk about Dan's work. Let's talk about Dan's work. Men always like to talk about what they do. Freya told me you work in the fashion industry. Something like that. I expected you to wear something more flashy, expensive. Guess my getup gave it away. I don't know anything about fashion. I work as an accountant for a large clothes importer. Oh, that sounds painfully boring? Yeah. Freya tends to exaggerate stuff like that. On the next set of choices, I'm gonna wait for the timer to count down and see what happens. Like, she told me that you've got really big expectations. Really now? Don't worry, I took that one with a grain of salt. But enough of that. Why don't you tell me something about yourself? I heard you work at the university. I'd love to hear more about it. I doubt you'd find it very interesting. You're talking to an accountant for hire. Try me. At least I warned you. I work at the linguistics department that specializes in dead and extinct languages. Ooh, this is actually interesting backstory about Gray. Fascinating. Oh, so you're a teacher? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. More of an assistant. Most of the time I help with preservation and translation of old manuscripts. Sounds pretty highbrow to me. Well, it pays the bills. Barely. How does one end up studying something like that? I just read a lot when I was younger, that's all. That's a fat lie. It's the only thing I'm any good at now. Still, reading those old texts and seeing how far we've come has made me realize the people of this world have already forgotten so much you can't imagine. Entire nations have disappeared without a trace, along with countless dreams and memories of those who lived. I'm just trying to understand it all so we don't repeat whatever mistakes they made. I'm sorry, I went way overboard there. No, don't be. I was just taken aback. It's strange, but for a moment, I thought I saw something different about you. Question mark? Never mind. Just running my mouth. Would you mind me asking something? Go for it. Ask about his children, ask about his future. I'm going to let the timer count down because I want to see if there's like some penalty. I must know. For science. The music changed. Is it about my ex-wife? I know I'm not supposed to bring up things like that on a first meeting, but I'm afraid I'm too old-fashioned to just let it be. No worries. We're both adults here. And at this age, there's bound to be some luggage. As for me and my ex-wife, things could have gone more smoothly, but at least in the end, we managed to patch things up and move on. No regrets. What about your children? She mainly takes care of them now. Although I do my best to participate and help as much as I can. It must have been difficult, but I'm glad to hear you managed to stay in good terms. Yeah, I can't imagine how hard things would have been if I'd been all on my own. That's thoughtless of me. Freya did mention your daughter, but I take it her father isn't around much? That bad, huh? Sorry, I really shouldn't have brought it up. No, I should be the one apologizing. My daughter, Lily. So it's spelled L-L-I-E here, and I thought it was spelled L-I-L-Y elsewhere in like the first section of the game. And so I do have confusions or concerns regarding that. And so that was a good opportunity to just voice it. I haven't told her anything about her father. Even if it's not the right thing to do. I swore to take care of her no matter what. You really do love your daughter, don't you? ... or ... Okay, I'm gonna choose the second one. What am I doing? Why am I here? Lily. Now it's spelled with a Y. And that was abrupt. that ending all of a sudden. And what am I doing? Why am I here? Could both be questions about the date, as well as the questions that one has the moment one eats the apple and becomes void. It seems like in this place. So that's definitely one that I hope to glean a little bit more information from on the rewatch when I'm doing the video editing. In any case, I guess it's time to move on to Basement 141. And so I was just looking at this puzzle for a moment. I suppose if I want to see the murals, I can probably... Oh, that's not going to work. I was going to say just do this, but then my this is not a thisy that. Because if I get up here, I'm still stuck. Okay, if I want to see the mural, what do I do? I suppose I could trap one of them there, plan to trap the other one over here. That'll work just fine. You stay over there. So now one of them is trapped. Can I also trap the other one somewhere? Do I have somewhere good? Do I have somewhere bad? I'm fairly certain there should be plenty of room to do it. Let me give myself some better escapability over here. And I'm going to need access to the stairs in the end. And actually putting them there isn't going to cause him to do any harm. So that's fine. And if I do this, it should be easy to trap him over there as well. Once I actually put the floor back. Okay, so now he can get trapped over there, and now they're both trapped, and I have access to everything that I need. So this one, I don't think we have ever recovered the other portion of, and glancing at it, I don't think it could be translated into alphabetic characters, which we haven't talked about in a while. I've thought about them a few times, and this is one that I can break, but then there's nothing behind it. So, all right. Also, I notice in the in the bottom left, this is here. Is that on every floor, or is it only on floors maybe where I've previously picked up? Yeah, it's not here. So maybe it's just every floor I've ever picked up a shard will always show that forevermore. Is a possibility. Here, it appears that there are 5 mustaches, so I could move, like pick up and put down 2 different blocks. And I need to kill this guy and this guy. That guy is super easy to kill. And I need to kill them in order to open up the exit. And so the question is, how am I going to be able to kill this guy in such a small number of moves? And that is not at all obvious to me. I guess rather than a small number of moves, the other thing I could do is, without using my staff at all, push all 5 of these off. And that might be possible. I would have to use this guy to kill 4 of them. All while not killing Lily over here? That seems pretty plausible. So let's attempt it. There goes 1. And this guy on the left will be moving mostly to the right. So I think I'm gonna do this, and he can move down and up whenever he wants. But yeah, I feel like it'll be better for me to start over here. And now he needs to move right, which means I need to move left. And we need to do that again. And now Lily's in a little bit of danger. Yeah, actually, I don't see a way out of this, really. I mean, I guess you could do this, which is good. But now Lily doesn't have anywhere to go. And so there are still 2 mustache statues remaining that I didn't manage to deal with. So, given that this guy is going to have to go right, and then be able to move down and up a fair bit, I need Lily to be able to move left, and move down and up a fair bit, and that does not seem possible. So what am I not thinking of? I see a possibility, which is if I move up 1 here, no, up 2 here, then I can go down, left, down, left, and I've bought myself a little bit of time. Left, here we go. And now I could go up. This is pretty good. Down, up. Everything was really good until this bit. 1 mustache statue remains. But every move is deadly. So I improved my situation, but not quite enough. How else could I have finagled some other moves so that I could win this? So again, I've already done the wrong thing here, but I can recover. So I want to be here so that this guy can move here. And then I still need to do this for sure. I have like an infinite number of down moves and up moves for him, and so maybe that's what I need to take advantage of right now. Let's suppose I do this first. So I'm just bonking downwards. I can't go left. Yeah, no, this also did not work. Still feel good about this. Let's see if there's something else I could do from here. So I tried going down and having him go up. Previously, I tried going up and having me go down, I believe. And I could also... Is there any chance that I want to walk him back and then reset us? That seems plausibly good. No, because I still need to be able to walk the same path opposite that he is doing. But I can walk down as much as I want. So from here... come on, brain. He doesn't have any other things to bonk against. And if I bonk here... Yeah, that's no good. So right now we're kind of synced up like that. Also, it just occurred to me I never bonked the first statue. Over here. So maybe that's important? Probably. So let's see. From here... from here I might already be lost. Yeah, it feels like I'm already lost over here. Okay. Actually, that's interesting. Still not correct enough to solve anything, but interesting. So if I correctly bonk the statue at the start, then do this bit. We get this far. He definitely needs to come into this area. And what happens if I go like this? And like this? Then the only problem is the final statue. And the question becomes, what could I have done differently? Something occurred to me, which is I've been pushing the rock off, and if I do that, I won't be able, even with my wand, to kill the hand. So the start that I was going with seems to be wrong. So how else could this begin? Maybe I need to push the rock up. So suppose I'm below the rock at some important moment in time. Let's see, I can do this. So yeah, the rock could have maybe helped me somewhere in here, but where? I spent a few more minutes working on this unsuccessfully and actually got up and got a glass of water and paced around the room and thought about it, and I realized I might be trying to do the wrong thing. Because I can pick up and put down twice, which means I could fill in this hole and this hole, and that would be enough to kill this thing. Oh, but the problem is I still couldn't get to the exit. But I would be able to get rid of the statues. Well, the ones blocking the exit, not the mustache statues. So I want to play around with that for a moment. Doing that is still not easy. In order to do that, I need him not to push any statues off, which is almost impossible. Okay. So far, so good. And I need to pick up a tile, and then I need to be able to go up, which he can't do. Oh, it's fine if he dies, right. I don't care about him anymore. So he died, great. I did this, great. I pushed the rock up here, great. The exit is open, great. But I don't have any moves left to try to be able to bridge to the exit. And if I push off any mustache statues, also, the mustache will just transfer to another one, and then they'll attack me, and I'll be dead. So is there a way with only 2 moves that I can make a path to the exit and be able to do his dealio? Like, it's really hard to kill this guy. He's not on a danger tile, so I can't use the danger tiles to my advantage, so far as I can tell. Which means if one of my tiles is spent, wasted, whatever word we want to use, to get between the right half and the left half. And, oh my gosh, even then, this would have to be pushed far enough out of the way that I'd be able to get through here without pushing it into a hole. It just occurred to me. I would only have 1 tile left. This would be a good tile. Oh, here. Here and then here. Okay, I think I might have just seen the key move. So my goal now is to get this guy to push this statue at least this far to the right. Then have him kill himself without killing any statues. then have me place one here and one here, and push the rock to kill this guy, and then walk carefully around all of this. Yes, I think this is a solution that looks quite plausibly that it could work. Okay, so step one, just focus on him. I can't have him push it that far. Rats. Oh no, that's fine. I could push that one north. So at this point, I think killing him is fine. So he's dead. Then I do this. Then I do this. Can I push the rock where I want to push the rock to? Oh. I cannot. That's a shame. Alright, except for the fact that I can't push the rock up to where I wanted it to, I could safely push this guy over here, and then, if the exit had been available, get to it. So the only problem with that solution was the rock. And so, how do I differently move the rock? If I'm gonna be doing... I need to get the rock here. I think I see it. Nope, I'm a liar. If I'm filling in these two holes, how could I also get the rock to here? Because if I push it north here, I can't push it left. If I push it across here and then up, I can't get around it to push it. Does this guy need to push it? That feels unreasonably difficult. But it's at least vaguely plausible, so let's play with that for a moment. No, that was as far as that guy could go, I decided. So, does it have to be the rock? Instead of using this rock to kill this, I might be able to use this statue to kill this, if I can get this guy to push it one more to the left. The problem with him, or push it one more to the right. The problem with him pushing it to the right now is I push off one of the statues, and I need to preserve all of those mustache statues. So, and I can avoid that by discarding the rock, I believe. So, if I discard the rock, there we go. Now he has done all of the work I require of him, so he can die. Now I need to replace this tile and this tile. Then I need to carefully walk this statue over here and kill this, and I made my way to the exit. Oh baby! That one took me a while. Hopefully it was edited down reasonably. This puzzle, much like Yugo Puzzle, this game, much like Yugo Puzzle, has had a few puzzles recently where I've proven in my mind that the puzzle is impossible, and then a few minutes later solve the puzzle. And that's a nice quirk of puzzle games where the space is just large enough or diverse enough that you can easily paint yourself into a corner by going after one solution strategy when another solution strategy is really what you need. I forgot that this was coming up. Oh, this is a big deal. I'm void. I have no locust idols, which means if I can't get past the big head and falling into the smirking statue doesn't advance, what happens here? Am I just going to be stuck? This will be fascinating. First, I wish to talk to this guy. He's just going to say he's hungry, right? Scrawny man. No smell, no food. Yeah, so he'll be useless to me. What are you gonna say, big head? Are you gonna get out of the way? Can I bop you? I can. What do you want? It talks. Of course it talks. It's funny because I would describe at least parts of the animation, sprite art, whatever I'm trying to say, as kind of like anime-ish or something, which is typically a genre that I don't like, but I like it in this game, if that's even that. I don't know. But Lily just like turning black and white and like fading away there or whatever as expressing her emotion. I enjoyed that. Did you just wake me up for nothing? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I was wondering if you could move just a little bit. You're kind of in the way. E? Does it look like I'm moving anywhere anytime soon? Not exactly, now that you mention it. Are you done? Can I go back to dying? Wait! Isn't there any other way down? Fine. If I can get rid of you that way... There should be a smirking statue somewhere in here. Just leap into a hole directly in front of it. That should do the trick. Oh, I guess I'll just plummet to my doom then. Like hell I will! Okay, glad I kept talking. You're just trying to trick me, aren't you? I really don't care if you believe me or not. Oh, almost forgot. You'll need a sacrifice for that trick. Like a goat or something? Eee, you seem a bit dense. Anything edible should do. You don't have any food with you? Fine, here, have some. She gives a locust idol so that I can advance. Oh, that's interesting. There had to be some way out of it. Where do they keep these things? Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna imagine that it was in her hair. Because that seems like the least disgusting option. What if I were to... Okay, I have to know. Suppose I feed it to him. I have to know. A scrawny man stands before you. Smell. Food. Give. It seems he's looking for food. Maybe you should give something to him? You hand over one of your locust idols. The man grabs it without any hesitation, gulping it down in an instant. Taste. Nothing. More. Give more. Okay, I gave him 1. I'm back down to 0. Now what does she say to me? That staff you wield. Where did you get it? This? Just from some random chest. Some random chest? That staff is called the Void Rod. Ooh, it has a name. It's the Void Rod. It's one of the prized possessions of our leader, Lord Ad. Lord Ad. This is not Dis. Although there were like 7 Void Lords or something? Maybe? Well, former leader at least. Okay, interesting. I'm not quite sure how a mere mortal like you is able to wield it. Still, I'd like to make a request. Will you hear it? I'm not really interested. Oh my goodness, Lily. Eee! Not interested? You're talking to a decapitated head, for crying out loud. I just want to leave this place already, the sooner the better. Ever since I arrived here, I've been having these strange dreams, almost like memories of times I'd rather forget. Sorry, my mistake. I thought you had some devotion. Devotion is a word we've heard a lot. But you're just another restless soul after all. Question mark? Leave already. I can't. Get lost. I'm in a bad mood now. I wonder what a request would have been. You haven't got any food with you? Fine, take this. And for the last time, leave. Okay, she does give me another one. So it's not the case that there's some crazy mechanics here. It's the case that the game gives you a way out, which is you can always get a Lotus Idol. What if I talk to her again now? They refuse to speak to you anymore. And I'm going to do this, I don't know, 10 times, just to make sure they're not going to do anything else. But then with 1 Locust Idol, if I stand in front of the smirking statue, I will advance 1 floor down to basement 144, given the usual game mechanics. So I guess that's what we do. Here we go. Geronimo! I am wielding a Void Rod. And now we're at basement 144. which is apparently one where I've previously gotten a secret HP shard, I'm thinking, based on what I see there. And here we have all of the Duty McDudertons who do their things and stuff. And how did I get out of this jam? Like, it probably involved using my my Void Rod. But where could I even use it? I mean, I can do this. That doesn't help me yet. I'm not facing anything to do something with it here. I'm not facing anything to do something with it here. And there's a guy in my way here. Oh! Want to play? I like how she's holding the feather. Let's move the feather over here. Want to play? Want to play? Is that it? I don't know why I'm doing this 10 times. But she just looks so happy. Well, if I try to walk into him, that's what playing is like. Right. I can do that, and that offsets them, of course. And then I can do that. And... how does that change anything for me? I picked up a thing, but I don't have anywhere I can put it back down other than right here. And if we walk together, yeah, I get killed even though the others annihilate one another. So what am I still not thinking of here? So... oh, I'm not thinking of doing this because I'm a dummy apparently. Got it. Okay. Having done that, I still would like to kill some other dudes. And if I go like this... okay, I've managed to kill those dudes. Great. And then, can I also kill you somehow? Probably. Yes, I can kill you like this. I can open this up and then place some floor below me, and you don't have any floor below you. That was nice. However, I've also killed myself, it would appear. It's empty, and I'm not facing downwards. Okay, so I should have picked a different block up if I was going to do that. Alright. I feel like also I might have solved like this exact puzzle before and just kind of forgotten about it. But, you know, whatever. So if I pick up this block, for example, things will be much better. So I can open up this chest. It's acquired, I've acquired nothing, but now I'm facing downward. There we go. And now you're dead. And this time I have plenty of room, and I could also pick up more blocks if I needed to. Great. 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 My goodness. So much going on in this game. I can only make a hole once. I just need to get to the exit. I can't put it back down, so I need to kill this guy somehow. And it probably somehow involves the chests. If I talk to this chest, it just says it's empty. I can pick up, but I can't put down. Okay, so I just need to make a hole somewhere, such as there, and walk him into it. There we go. And now I can get to the exit. And also, let's grab a locust idol for fun. Great. It is done. Basement 146. The exit's up there. I need to kill him without killing me. This seems like I could use the same strategy I used before, just about. Namely, if I were to pick this up And then... Oh, I want him not to consume all of my danger tiles. So that is not what I wanted to pick up, I think. So I was originally thinking of doing this, which will kill him, but unfortunately I too will suffer the same fate because I have done this. So instead, what I ought to do is to somehow... Yeah, where can I create a space to kill him? I could walk on a solid tile while he's walking on a danger tile somewhere. Provided I can do some picking up and putting down. But I can't do any picking up and putting down because there's nowhere to put down because there's no holes. And the only way I create a hole is by killing him, so I just have to kill him without using the wand. But we're symmetrical, so anything that kills him kills me. So I have to kill him by making a hole that he falls into. But any hole that I make will be opposite him, which means we need to walk all the way around one another, and therefore the puzzle's impossible because I have triggered all the tiles. I need to open up a hole at the spot that will be the exit. There we go. And now, sure, I created danger tiles in front of the exit, but I'm also already there, and so everything's fine. Okay, I'm happy with that reasoning. Basement 147. He just needs to stay up top? Is that possible? Like, just without thinking about... Oh, he goes the same way north-south that I do. So... Wait, what? I guess... this is possible. And... this is possible. But how is he ever gonna get up there? Ah, and this is possible. Hey look, I did it. Okay, that was actually really straightforward. Right, these puzzles. Okay. So if I pick this up, this is the only place they can be put down. So I can't move the exit. So I just have to be standing at the exit while he's standing here. So I need to get much farther south of him. And the way to do that would be to bop against a north rock a bunch of times, I guess. And so... okay, I'm pretty much farther south of him, but still not close enough to the exit. Well, I also needed to be standing one to the left of him. Yeah, if I were one to the left of him, then everything would be fine. So how do I get one to the left of him? And the answer is... I move left when he doesn't. Did that just do it? Oops, I just offset things again. Did this do it? Now I'm one to the right of him. Okay, so I want this way. But I also lost my north-southness somewhere along the way in here. So let's do the north-south bit again. And I am offset from him, I think. Yeah, and so now I move first, which means I get into the exit. Okay, that was a little bit messy, but I had the gist. This guy mirrors me left, right, but not up, down. All I need to do is push the smirking statue onto the pressure plate. Once I do that, it doesn't matter if he dies. In the meantime, I'm at great risk of dying much of the time. But I do have the ability to pick up and put down Some useful spots, maybe? Actually, no. The only useful spot I could put things down is something that will kill him already. Unless he were to bop against the smirking statue and offset ourselves. So I need to get him smirking statue bopping, but I can't do that until... Okay, so he's got to bop. Once you bop, you can't stop. He's got to bop this over here so that now we can be in different columns. And I'm capable of doing this, which seems like it's going to be important. Then... I think it'll be okay. Like, if I give myself all of this space, and he also has a lot of space, then it feels like I'm in a safe place. He can probably... Let's get closer to one another here. He can probably focus on doing the job that he needs to do. So we're synced up over here. He needs to... He needs to be able to push that south here. Oh, I don't like the way that we're synced up here. I would like to move myself to the left. Which means he wants to try to go to the right without going to the right. I can't do that because the statue has got to be in that column. So I think what I need to do is move some of these tiles around, and now that's going to be more of a pain in the neck. No, I can move the exit. What am I thinking? I can move the exit. Suppose I put the exit here. That's not good enough, but it's getting closer to being good enough. I don't think I need this tile. And I think it would be okay for me to just put a tile here. And that almost does it. Because now I can pick up this tile. I can move down. The exit's now open, and it doesn't matter what happens to him. But I'll save him anyway because I'm very nice. Great. Basement 150. My goodness. There is a pressure plate at the bottom. The smirking statue does not appear to help or interact with anyone. The dude needs to walk to the pressure plate on the bottom. None of the monster mouths have line of sight to me, and I don't believe they attack him. If he tries to go south, they do act as obstacles to him, however. So those could be useful when I'm trying to sync or desync our respective movements. But I do need him to get all the way to the south. And it looks like he's got a pretty good path starting out over here. However, he's going to get a little offset from me, but let's just not worry about it too much right now. And instead, move him all the way down here, and then I'm going to put the exit down here, and then that solves the puzzle. Look how straightforward that was. Hooray. Okay, we're in a moderately reasonable stretch. And so I think this feels like a good place for me to call it an episode today. So I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Void Stranger. For now, bye-bye.